Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 on GreenRiver. So, what's the plan for today? Well, we've got a new cultivator, the powered cultivator. I want to kind of use this map as a tester for it to see how it handles on the JCB. It's really the only tractor I think we've got right now that we can use with it. So, let's go through the vehicles and what they're doing. We've got the Fiat here, which really disappointed with Courseplay, didn't like it one bit. We've got the 35 over here, Joskin Trader of course. Skip through. We've got this guy doing a weird course in ploughing. I think it may actually be going the wrong way. Let's see what way it's about to turn, because it should be going that way. I had it set up on a course to automatically do it, and I think it's decided to actually set it in the complete wrong area. Yeah, it has. So we've got to redo this, I guess. The part of Courseplay where it sets from vehicle's position doesn't work properly, I don't think. Because you would have thought Courseplay would know. I guess they haven't got the code in there yet of where it actually is. But it doesn't. But it should be an actual easy fix to do. So learnt my lesson there, and yeah, like I say, very easy fix. I think. Yep. Drive course. So we should carry on, no issues. So we got that going. Am I going the right way? We've got this thing that's apparently freaking out because there's a tree there. The shock, the horror. How could there be a tree there? Actually, we could probably easily edit. Wow, why is it going that far back? I shouldn't be going that far back. Go on waypoint. And it will continue to do its thing, I hope, without screwing up too much of an issue. You know, sometimes I love Courseplay. Sometimes I darn right hate it. Now, why am I going over this? It's got stripes in the whole entire field, and I don't get where it come from. This map in Courseplay is really driving me up the wall. Really quickly. No, I don't want you started on the headland. There we go, that's better. So I'm just going to get it to go over and do it again. Oh, does this have an offset? Is that why it missed? Yes, it does from ploughing. That's why it missed. Because we had an offset on from when we were using the plough, I think. Son of a gun. Some of the stuff you find out. Well, we fixed our issue there. So, let's jump into the JCB. There's our JCB, there's our brand new combine harvester. The reason I had the John Deere JCB parked here was because of lighting. To get that lit up for the photo last time around. So what my plan is to take this to the field with the subsoiler in, or the chisel plow, whatever you want to call it, on the Optima. Now the Optima's got plenty of power, so we could, in theory, swap it over. Oh, it's so loud. And have this on the John Deere Ripper instead of the Optima, if needs be. Now this hasn't got a front weight on right now, so probably need to buy one of them quickly. We may have some kicking around in the yard, to be quite honest. Now this is a heavy machine. I think these are built heavy anyway, just because of the nature of them. But I've not really shown you guys this yet. It appeared on the Mod Hub last week, I think. So we've got the spiral roller on there, folded up. Very slow at folding, and let's go to our weights. Oh, what are those from? Oh, the Zeta. Guess we've got the Zeta enabled. That I did not know. Do I have one of these already? No, I don't. Okay. I like SOB's selectable weight. It's probably one of my favourites, to be quite honest. No, it's probably in here somewhere. There it is. Are we going the right way? Oh, we are. Sweet. That's unusual. Usually it spins them around. So we're going to make it pretty darn heavy. Select and... there you go, full rack of weight. Levels out the tractor. And to be honest, I wanted it ballasted down anyway. That's quite... this is probably going to be the thumbnail, because that's quite the setup. Didn't realise how well the colour was matching. So, this weekend's videos, I know the weekend's quite far away. I'm thinking of definitely doing emergency again. It seemed to go down really nice, so plan to do that. May end up recording some of that later, just to break up the monotonous of doing farm sim. Recordings today, I've got an extremely late start, mainly because I slept like complete crap last night. So I had my alarm set for 9 and that went off and I just went straight back to sleep. Had it sort of set out that I was going to get up and get stuff moving, but that didn't happen. So, a very late start to the day for me to recording. Not exactly pleased with that. Just means I'll have to do some later tonight, which is okay. It's not so bad. So that thing seems to be okay now. I believe this is the field we're working in. Now, as I say, I have no idea at all if this is going to be okay in it, or with it. I really don't. Are we not in this field? I guess we're not in this field. Oh, 27. There we go. Now this stuff definitely needs to get ploughed under. Yes, we'd plug up this thing real quick. Now if we jump through over here. So I believe it's crop destruction. That has had an update to today, but that was yesterday for you guys. Monday it updated. I'm really not too sure what it updated. I read the changelog and I don't really understand it too much. The nitty gritty of it, but that updated for any of you that use that on PC. I believe it's on console too, isn't it? So you console players may have an update if you, because that's hard coded into the game, I believe. So you guys may have an update soon. Small update for that. I don't know how they'll do it, to be quite honest. Alright, let's unfold this. Unfold it. Be really interesting to see how it works. Now I think I've got it going on a headland, so I will come in quite a bit, knowing full well I was going to be doing a headland. So I'll leave that much room around it. I'll fire up. So it's got custom wind-up sounds that I like. You can see the PTO guards spinning away like they're unbalanced. It's weird how the gearbox here, well, that's all messed up there, but it's got an output, and so have the 90 degrees gearboxes. They've got outputs going outwards. Kind of find that interesting. You can control the rollers up and down, so we'll lift them up for the time being. We'll drop it down. Now we'll drop the roller so it kind of touches the ground a bit. And away we go. Now yeah, as suspected, it's not liking it. And to be quite honest, I think it's actually lifting the back end of the tractor up a little too much. Looking at what's going on back there. See, it's spinning. Maybe if I take some weight off the front. Yeah, it's a little better, not by much though. Now the bigger JCB would cope with this no problem. It requires 220 horsepower, and we have, what do we have, 220? It's 230, so we haven't got much space there, really, for extra stuff. I think this is the big model. I'm curious now, is this? Because if it isn't, then we may actually tune it. This is the one I've got. Oh yeah, 200, 230. Yeah, that's it. And you can tell it's not exactly happy, so we'll just do one pass and then pass it on to the Optimum and put this on the Ripper. That Ripper barely requires any power, it doesn't make sense. So obviously something a little funky going on there. 4 miles an hour. I think cultivating with this, you go slow anyway. You can't just pull through the ground like you can a regular cultivator. That's slipping that I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm not too pleased about that. And maybe if we put the rear diff lock on, that may help. Or if it actually does anything, I don't know. I really don't. So really what we're doing is groundwork on this, cultivating, seeding. Kind of like what we're been doing on Dusty Cove, annoyingly. Right back at it. Dusty Cove as it sits, tomorrow's episode's probably going to be right into maybe some fertilization still on the grass. More than likely what we're going to be doing, but that won't take us long. Just for transportation down to the field, which I'll dump it on the fast track for. Well, not the fast track, the Fent. And as for the rest, then we'll just be fast timing to get it through and over and done with quick, so we can get into harvest. It seems like we've been way too long doing the same thing on that. It really does. And of course, still no car mechanic simulator, as jeez, I was on the front weight again at the time we were making this. They're reckoning the 27th now. Yeah, not good, not good. And of course, a few of us are only bugging about that because it's a game that we're really anticipating. Just sucks. There's definitely more at play, I think, with that than just 2 languages getting nuked. I really do. Actually, chances are this will be done plowing before. But yeah, so what we'll do is actually we'll switch that off and drop it down there. And swap over machines. Stop. And drop that there. And head on down to the cultivator. Now, this being a bigger tractor, yes, it probably needs a front weight, so I'll probably steal them off the JCB. We'll see. This is 300 horsepower, the Optimum, I think, if not more. Let's get rid of the course plate there. Let's have a look at the model number. Yeah, 300, so I think it could be just 300 on the dot. And I'm about to sneeze. Wonderful. Oh yeah, I sneezed alright. Jeez. Blew the cobwebs up. Alright, let's see how a tractor with adequate power copes with this. Let it rev up. Drop it in. Oh yeah. Like it's not even there. Oh yeah, wow. Cruising. So yeah, this is Quite a nice rotary cultivator there. Didn't sound too bad, that car. Not gonna lie, didn't sound too bad. Definitely chugging on the fuel though. Ooh. Up in the red, 53 litres an hour. So no laughing matter, we'll be soon empty with this. The only other powered cultivator like this I knew of was Ago's one that he bought out. I don't know if he bought it back out in 17 yet, but he had it out in 15, I know that one. It was good. Definitely good. I like the fact that this is 6 meter though. 6 meter working width seems to be pretty much the best, I think. We're doing stuff along this line. It's nothing crazily small, but it's just enough. And drop it down. A tractor that I may put on GreenRiver, depending on how much longer I do the map for. I think I am going to start looking for a new map, possibly. Not too sure yet. And that's the Class Arian, is it? The small one that came out recently. I quite like that tractor by the looks of it. I haven't really had a proper look at it, but a quick over look in. Yeah, seems a real nice tractor. Definitely a nice tractor indeed. And I kind of miss using my big John Deeres too, so may see one of them come back. That being said, Thornton, what do you guys think? I may just do a quick little video and put it up on the channel at some point this week and go, what do you guys think? Thornton? Shall we return to Thornton at some point? Maybe take a break from GreenRiver. I miss the map. I'm seeing people coming back to it now on YouTube, so do you guys want to see it again? Because it's my favourite map. I've got a lot of passion for that map, as you guys know. A hell of a lot of passion for it. Time will tell on that one, I guess. Time will most definitely tell. And live there. Right, so I think, well, I could set courseplay up on this, but then that will leave me a diddly score to do. Actually, no, it won't. We do need to sell some grain. That is a definite, so let's try this with courseplay. What field is this? 27. So in theory, it's going to be on a very similar course to what we were just on over at the other end. That one. Now there may be some touching up to do on the course because I'm thinking actually we'll do 2 headlands. Well, 3 headlands even. Why? I don't want to get stuck on stuff. It keeps me away from the edge of the field then. That one, hopefully it's still going to be the same. Yes, no, maybe, yes. And drive course. First wave, no, and current waypoint. Did I say current waypoint? Yeah, I did. What's it doing? Why is it going to start from the beginning? Now the worrying thing for me is when this thing's on, it doesn't show on, so I'm wondering if Courseplay's not actually going to recognise it. Which, no, my luck, is probably the case. Oh, it folded up because it was saying current waypoint, which is first. Alright, we should be good now. Alright, let's jump into... How's this doing? It's good enough. It's a shame it has to go over what we've already done. Real big shame. put a bit of weight on with the chisel plow and head down and grab that. So what we'll do is we'll rent a truck and sell off some of the grain we have. I was hoping to use my own bulker that I redid the skin on. But it's not just gonna work here. So another thing to talk about is, seems like the people that can do the proposal, DLC proposals from the mod competition, are putting them out that have done that, or doing that. Frontier Designs, aka Bullet Bill and Oxygen David, have said they are going in and posted theirs of what they want to do. And knowing those two and what have literally just a second been told they are planning, yep, it's something that all of us have wanted them to do for a long time. But it's a secret, so I can't say. And I don't plan to. So that's something to look out for too. Unfortunately, they're all going to be paid DLCs. But there again, how much and when we'll see them, I have no idea. Wait, didn't mean to do that. 27. Isn't there a way of actually copying the course from a tractor? Name courses. I thought there was. Oh no, deactivate that. I don't know what it does, to be honest. I think it just shuts down the machine, maybe. Alrighty, we'll go back to that then. How many headlands was I doing? One by the looks of it. Whoa, that looks really weird. Jeez. We got it in the end. So that's motoring on along now. Okay, let's go over to trucks. This bad boy. Attach as standard. To be quite honest, we'll just keep it as cheap as possible, so it's going to be red. And we'll lease that. Yes. So it's going to hurt us a little bit. Now we could have done this, to be quite honest. We probably should have done that. Actually, it's more. Jeez. May actually buy one of these at some point. That's actually just giving me a real good idea. Never mind. Tippers. Now I don't unfortunately have my modded, or my edited version. So again, we'll just go with this. Lease. Real cheap though. I'm getting a transport truck for first time in a long time. Feels good to be back on one of these. Hey, jeez, where was I going there? Now it is early in the morning, coming up to 7 o'clock. Quite a nice setup here, actually, all in red. Shame we can't make the trailer rims black. Wait, back it up, back it up, back it up. There we go, get around there before car comes thundering down at us at Mac chicken speeds. I say it every time, that is so darn loud. Now we'll go in this entrance, just so we can actually get the swing to get in there. Trailer's got rear steer. What? Why do we see the light coming through the trailer? Unusual. Strange. Now we're gonna have long backup because I don't think we will be able to turn that around in there. Gets that unload forward. Whoa! Almost into the slurry. Now I'm not sure how many trips this will take, but we do have a lot of grain to sell. A hell of a lot. Now we've got it on good authority that these steel shutters can withstand the weight of a fully loaded trailer. Big trailer. We will now test it. But in theory it's just resting against the bar, so it should be fairly strong actually. Shouldn't have any issues there, I would hope. Alright, go switch on this silo system. Like that. So we're going to do the soybeans. That should have been forwarded. Yes. I don't know why the indicator's on. That's right, got to unload it from down here. It's been so long since we've done this. Deactivate. Do we need to open the doors? I've forgotten how you open all of this. Son of a gun. Oh my god, guys. What a complete cluster. So, we've lost a bit of money. We had to get rid of the semi-truck. The low-loader. But not low-loader, the transport truck. Because it wouldn't work. With this system, you gotta get the start refill. For whatever reason, it wouldn't pick up on the fact that it was a trailer there. It being stock stuff, so here we go. We'll fill this guy up. I was thinking about using it, and I guess I'm forced to use it now. That being said, a trailer would have been easier. Now, I do have trailers I can attach to this, which I may do. I don't know yet. It's just a big shame that wouldn't work. Real big shame. It is absolutely craziness. So I think I've got this at like 30k. So nothing crazy, but a good amount. So this truck, for any of you new subscribers, I'm sorry, I just hit my desk, so no, that feeded back. I've had it for quite a while. Cannot remember where I got it. It may be in the mod spreadsheet. The mod spreadsheet is very, very out of date. Oh crap. And downside to this is you now have to get out, walk around here. Jump back in. So it may be in there. It should be, because I think I had this on Sandy Bay. So not done Sandy Bay for a long time now. There we go. 33,500. So where are we going with this? Let's have a look-see. Soybeans. Now, of course, we don't actually have that amount. None of these we can access that amount, I don't think, now. Oh, hello. Balloon tree. Is that... second traffic. I thought that was far enough out the field. Never mind. Yes, I did just do that. Don't judge. It's been a stressful video. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, where is the truck? There it is. Balloon tree. Okay, not too far away. Perfect. Alright, let's get going. Wee. See, like I say, this truck I've had for quite some time now. It's pretty slick. It kind of, to me, it's I know it's probably more for the construction guys that do farm sim. But for me, it's kind of like a bulker that I used to watch the farmer had down by me. He had trucks very much like this, same sort of chassis setup, just with a grain bulker trailer. Now if I knew how to model that on the back I would, but I don't, so it is what it is, and we're using this. Which, yes, this is for construction and it doesn't have a grain door, but in reality, it's a tipper truck. Can it hold the material? Yes. Does it matter what type it is? Is it going to contaminate the material? No, not one bit. Still going to work absolutely fine. I wonder if we can bypass a lot of the traffic and just rip down the side of the field here. Because I think I may have gone the wrong way. Now this is going to make us a lot of money. Probably all the money that we've just lost. Returning the machinery. I was hoping I thought I'd put on the money mod just to sort out the issue there, because it was a game issue. It wasn't my fault. But no such luck. Now I have not actually driven down this way before. I know what road this is. So if it's the one I think it is, we may have to get out in a second. Yeah, it is. Low down the bollard. So the fact that it's got a... I don't get why it's got a stop sign there if you're not supposed to really be there. Okay, the balloon tree is around the back, I think. Here, alright. Yep, just there. Sweet. And this is going to make us a lot of money. Crazy amounts, I'm thinking. Oh yeah. Awesome. 53k per load. Dang, Daniel. Yep, not going to complain at that. Whoa. So what I can actually do is just rip down the side of this road here. It's pretty much farm access only, I'm guessing. Hence the bollard there. And this should take us, if it's the road I think it is, pretty much opposite the farm. And we'll do one more load, I think. And that'll probably call it a video. And head on to good old Dusty Cove tomorrow. Or I may do my emergency game after this episode. The little frustrations we've had there. Pain in the rear end at times. It really is. Downside with emergency is you don't know what cool you're going to get, so you could get a whole bunch of cool stuff, or it could be complete polar opposite. Well, you just get nothing but the small cool outs. So it's very time consuming, that game. Run over all the chickens. So yeah, the reason I've got that tractor down here, the Massey, with the trailer on the back, is I was trying to figure out if it was even working properly. And it was. Just didn't want to recognize the truck, a transport truck. I bet if I had it connected to a dolly, it would have been fine. So let's see if I may try off camera at some point and see if that is the case. If it is, then that's going to be a pain, but still usable, doable. It's just a shame I'm having to do this. So once this is loaded, I will get back at you. Actually, we're almost at the end of the video anyway. Alright, here we've got the last load that you guys are going to see coming in here today anyway. I'll probably keep the truck for a little while. But this should easily bring us very close, if not over 200k. Which is awesome. And of course we've got the cosplay course finished too. Typical. And there we have it. 203k, not bad, the price is dropping down too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be back at you tomorrow with Dusty Cove, and until next time, see you on the flip side. Later.